Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisco Gaming, and in today's video, I want to talk about what you can do as the president of your state in Whiteout Survival. Because if you're subscribed to the channel, you know that I actually live streamed battling for the Sunfire Castle, and we won. And so I got promoted to be the president of our state. Technically, as the leader of Alliance who took the Sunfire Castle, I patted myself on the back and made myself the president, but I think that was the right choice for our state at this moment in time, and I think long-term we do some sort of rotation. But that's neither here nor there. The intention of this video is just to do a breakdown of what the president can do and what happens once your state has actually unlocked the Sunfire Castle, because there's a ton of really powerful buffs. And honestly, you should wait until the sort of Sunfire Castle is captured for a number of very, very, very powerful effects. And the first thing that I want to show you is the appointments. All right. So there are a series of titles that can be distributed once there is someone holding the Sunfire Castle, the center of your map. This happens about, what I want to say, 50 days in or so to the life of your state. And this is a big deal because these buffs, I mean, look, 50% training speed. Hello? That's insane. What are we talking about? 50%? So the way that this works is that people can apply for titles. They can get either automatically approved, or either I or our Minister of the Interior over here, Fox Plushie, can approve them. And then they get queued up, and I can sort the sort of line here, and then people get their titles. So there's a training speed boost title. There's a vice president role that gives 10% construction, research, and training speed, which ain't bad, right? So like if you're queuing up big upgrades, which you will be at some point, you're gonna want these titles before you blast through a ton of speed ups. And yeah, that takes some time to wait for the title, but probably ends up being worth it depending on what kind of time you have. Here you can see another title, which is currently on Pale 1, gives troop attack and deployment capacity. There's also a lethality boost title, okay? And there is the Minister of Health, 100% healing speed and 5,000 infirmary capacity. In case somebody really needs that, I don't know what it does. And I pointed out Minister of the Interior. They have the power to appoint and remove officials in my stead, which is pretty cool, in the stead of the president. And they also get a resource production speed boost, all right? Now, there are also negative titles, which is really crazy. These negative titles are also very powerful. I would not deploy these unless you intend to not have friends. And that's fine. Maybe that's what you want. But minus construction, research, and training speed. The Sloth is minus 40% resource production, minus 50% healing on the Lust trial, and minus 2,500 infirmary capacity. A lethality drop of 5% for the Rebel trial. The Coward trial is a drop of 2% attack and 1,500 capacity. Jeez, man. And Fool's trial, 25% training speed. Man, it would suck to lose the Sunfire Citadel and have these put onto you. I'm sure this happens all the time, but like, wow. Because, by the way, in you know, state versus state, if the opposing team gets control of your Sunfire, then they get both of their Sunfire Castle and your Sunfire Castle. Anyways, that's the appointment section, which is kind of a big deal for the buffs, but we are not done. Because in addition to those buffs, there's also the president's skills. So there's a bunch of different skills that I can use here. And after the Sunfire Castle battle, I popped the medical advancement healing boost. And you can see that that's on cooldown. It's a 7-day cooldown when you use any of these skills, as I understand it. So it's got some number of uses on each of these skills, but that's for the entire time that I'm the president. I will be the president for, I think it's 16 days or so. And I only get however many uses there are for each of these skills. Now, here's the thing. 30% training speed boost for 24 hours is insane. So like if you time these things right, here's 10% research, here's 10% construction speed. So once Sunfire gets taken, you can get 10% construction or research speed from titles and another 10% over here from a kingdom-wide buff. So timed correctly, there are massive savings for your research and your construction, and even troop training as well. Massive boost. 30% training speed over here, 50% on the other title. What are we talking about? That's insane. Now, there's a couple other things here that are interesting that I am not as familiar with. And using any of these skills, by the way, uses up some amount of this currency called authority. Authority you get from your daily quests, interestingly enough. So as you do your daily quests, and I think it's the tiered markers for those, you accumulate authority. You could theoretically run out of authority, in which case you'd want other players and alliances to rotate in for sort of being president, okay? But if we get a quick look here at ceasefire, prevent a chief from attacking other chiefs for 1 hour. Pretty decent. What's the next one? Teleports a targeted chief city randomly and generate a shield for it that lasts 10 hours. Shield duration does not stack, takes the maximum value, and immediately locate the city of any chief limited to chiefs of your state. Okay, so there are some pretty powerful abilities here. The only one that I've been told to not do under any circumstance is receive tribute, exchanging authority for gems. I think that long run, I will want all my authority. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't, but the amount of gems is like really not relevant to me. So there you go. And then there's a history of what skills have been used. Okay. Whoa, fat finger, almost used the skill. Technically, I could show this menu really quickly just so that for posterity, anybody who wants to see it can see it. Okay, so from here, there also are some gifts. As the president, I get a 14-day city skin and a 14-day march skin. So I can show you what those look like. Here's the city skin. Also, you can see the sort of king title, or I guess president title, above my city. Each of these titles shows up. You can see over here, Pale One's got his title on his city. Let's see, if I tap them, it doesn't show here, but you can visually see it right above the city, like right there. All right. Anyways, that's kind of what that looks like. And then the marching for this is pretty cool. Let me just, I don't know, I can hunt a beast, I guess. So search for a beast. We'll just go swing in on this thing real quick. So this is the marching skin. And it's kind of neat because like you're literally the only one in your kingdom who has this, right? Or your state. Kind of cool. And then once it gets there, it drops bombs, which is, man, it's pretty wild, all said and done. I don't know if we can see them too well from this vantage point, though. Oh, you kind of can, actually. GG. All right, now, in addition to that, there is also a gift that the president gets, the president pack, 20,000 gems. I don't know, it's a decent amount of gems, 50,000 XP, couple components over here, okay? But the more important thing is that there's all these gifts to grant to other people. So I need to figure out what my strategy is going to be for granting these and what the protocol is going to be, but I'll distribute those. I have a lot of time to go and do that. I just won't wait till the last day. Otherwise, you can get into some trouble there. And the character you see here is the same one that I have in my profile over here. So sitting on the throne is, again, that same hero that I have selected in my profile to show, all right? And then this over here is a statewide message. Now, I didn't know that it would send a mail to everybody when I set this, but I set it because it was empty. It was like default text. That's not what it said. I just can't remember what it said. And so I went in and I said, congrats, everyone. Now we all prepare for SVS, right? And that actually went in a mail. So you can send a sort of kingdom-wide mail. Let's see, it's in the system setting. So it says presidential declaration updated, and then boom, there's my message. So from here, there's maybe only a couple other things I can show you. We swing back in. There are a couple more things I can show you. So the president gets a couple buffs. You can see it is troop attack, troop defense, lethality, and health. Not bad, 5% of each major stat there. And also you can set the flag for your state. And also you can set the name, which is kind of cool. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the state name. We'll kind of see. I also don't know how frequently this can be changed. Once per tenure. Okay, so it could be changed again later. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. What else do I want to show you here? We talked about what you can rename, all of the critical buffs, and why it is you might wait to push power until after this is captured, the skills, the gifts. that pretty much covers it, I think. Being the president of your state. There's obviously a lot of organizational stuff that happens sort of behind the scenes, beyond anything that we're talking about here. This is purely just the logistical realities of getting this menu and becoming president, right? And this shows up on your screen. Now, there are a bunch of other things I want to do on the account while we're here in this video, because there's so much going on. We unlocked pets for the first time just yesterday, which is really, really cool. I'm going to have a video about that to follow, but this is what I've done so far. And let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm open to your thoughts and feedback here, but I took the hyena to level 10. I'm not as excited about the hyena, and it seems like you get less stats per level on this thing. Then I took the wolf and the ox, the musk ox, up to 20 and then 30 for the wolf here. And every 10 levels, it looks like you need to do some additional materials as a part of tiering it up. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get all these and what the best way is, but certainly let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But after getting these pets and taking them to, I think, level 10 and then advancing, you get access to these pet skills. 2 of them I used right away, which was really cool. This one goes and harvests everything from the resource node, which was amazing. This one instantly gives you a stamina refill. And then this one gives you a construction speed boost. Oh yeah, by the way, like basically a day after you take your Sunfire, like I told you there's like 20% construction speed over there. There's another 5% over here base. And if you upgrade this pet more, you can get even more construction speed. I mean, there's just a jaw-dropping amount of value, so to speak. If I'm on the Arctic Wolf, wrong guy. A jaw-dropping amount of value if you can kind of be a little bit patient and collect all these percentage-based boosts. That said, yeah, I mean, it was certainly pretty nice being furnace level 30 for the battle for the Sunfire Castle, right? One other thing I figured out over here is these pet adventures that you go on. Once you do an adventure, it refreshes that slot and gives you a replacement. So there's no way for me to like refresh this common as far as I can tell to get like a better one. But when you do a quest, it replaces it with another one. And these have a power requirement, which is pretty important. So you need to make sure you can hit that requirement. Then you can claim 5 of these chests per day. Each quest you do has a chance of giving a chest. That was very cool. And then the Valentine's event had a new bundle show up. So we can just do this real quick. The Enchanted Garden Decoration Pack. In my opinion, for $10 to get the first tier of this thing, 3,220% it says. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it, and I'll get the decoration. So let's snap that off for the $10. The other thing that's pretty cool is that you get a bunch of currency for the Valentine's event. I'll show you that in just a second here. This one, it says it's 3,180%, and it's $20 to go to level 2. It's another 1% defense. I feel like all troop defense is not nearly as important as like all troop attack. Am I crazy in thinking that? I don't think that I am. I think the reason that that's the case is that all troops are doing attacks and like only primarily your infantry need the defense, right? That's the way I think about that. It's not exactly true because like lancers might need some, and you know if your marksmen are getting wrecked, you'll be probably kind of cooked. But do I just take this at the $20 tier? Let's just see what's in the next tier. All right, so we take that. Now we're up to $50 for 5 Enchanted Gardens. Ooh. How far does 5 Enchanted Gardens even get me? It's only like 1 level and part of another one. I don't know. Let's go actually decorate my city over here. I need to go and rearrange my island. I haven't done it yet. It's on my to-do list. I know this is like a barren wasteland of an island. It is what it is. We can build this over here next to my little koi pond, limited. We'll go Enchanted Garden. We'll drop it in over here. Boom. And I can immediately upgrade it. Boom. And they're walking around the garden. Cool. Can I show what this looks like if it gets upgraded? Is there even a different look for this thing when it gets upgraded? I feel like there ought to be a way to see this. Let's see here. All right, so if I go and I hit upgrade, and then I tap on it, I tap on it again, I tap the magnifying glass, I scroll to the right, and level 6 it upgrades to that, and then at level 10 it upgrades to that. Wow. I mean, pretty fancy looking, no doubt about it. And obviously at the top end, like these are a differentiator for sure. What are these two lovebirds going to do here? Wait a minute. She walks down and they go for a walk together. That's nice. Okay, cool. Enchanted garden, everybody. And for my next trick, let's go back to the city here. So Valentine's event has been going swimmingly. I have been getting a lot of roses. Shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you. Pale one with the absolutely massive hookup here. Also, Artemic, Goat, Chaos, Lazy Wavy, big hookups there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big chilling on this leaderboard. Feeling pretty good about that. In terms of the patron leaderboard, Pale one, of course, near the top there. Totally wild, man. Totally wild. I need to go do my swings on the Bloom Battle over here. But as I was mentioning, like buying any bundle right now has so much extra upside. It's just insane. Like I can get so many of these XP components. It's actually nuts. Like for a spender, this event is crazy. I think for a lot of people, this event has not been as exciting because like they're free to play, low spend, and they're like, where's the, activity-based rewards, right? And I think that's like very fair feedback. But I will say as a spender, pretty much any bundle that you buy is giving so much extra value. Even if you're not going the cosmetic route, I would say actually, especially if you're not going the cosmetic route and you need the enhancement XP, which new players do, like as a new spender, this event just feels very insane to me, like so much value, but whatever. I get that most people aren't doing that. And then if we swing on up over here, we got this Beast Whisperer event right after, Beasts landed in game. We got this. I'm going to make a dedicated video about beasts and, the pets. Okay. So we'll do that. And then we got Tundra Trading Route for the first time, which was really cool. So like I have just been swimming in these events, honestly. Like it's been insane and a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying making videos about this game. So consider subscribing. In 15 days and 17 hours, we'll be doing a Sunfire Castle battle. I don't know what it's going to be. Moving forward, I don't know what it's going to be. You let me know down below in the comments what states typically do, okay? Because there's really good rewards for the castle battle, but like, how should we set that up to be done? Fair ask, right? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you want to see the Sunfire capture, I streamed it. I streamed it on my big YouTube channel where I have 250,000 subscribers. Check the card in the end screen. Also, if you want to see another video just about how the account's been progressing, I'll have a card up top as well. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.